What if the pagans were right and still are right? Well, let's work with that question and let's hear first the poem by the same title. What if the pagans are right? What if the earth is fully alive? What if the earth is fully alive? A spirit, envisioned, real. What if the earth lives on sun star time, a pure heart beating? What if the pagans are right? What if the pagans are right? What if natural resources are only thin, measly words that we speak of the earth as some dead and dumb thing, withholding earth's sentience by our strange measure? Of course, we've rigged the game. We've rigged the game in our favor. Its names, its rules, the test we give for being alive. But what if we're wrong? But what if we are wrong and have long been so? We, like a proud ant, riding upon an elephant's back, laughing, so sure of ourselves and of our accomplishments, pretending to be in charge. Listen, my friend, in a long game like this one, you can look like you're winning when you're not. You can look like you're winning when you're not. Have you seen how a great matriarch elephant shakes the dust of the day off her back? Listen, my friend, it is not personal. It's not personal. The mountains are our saints now, the forest, our forever sacred text. The brooks, the streams, the jetties, the rivers sing our holy, holy songs. The pagans, they are so precise about how we, the beloved, belong. And listen, my friend, they are right. The mountains are our saints now. The mountains are our saints now. The forests, our forever sacred text. The brooks, the streams, the jetties, and the rivers sing our holy, holy songs. The pagans, they are so precise about how we, the beloved, belong. And listen, my friend, they are right. Well, I thought to myself as I was putting this edition of the podcast together, I thought how deeply ironic that the beliefs and stories that we most need to embody in our modern world, given our modern challenges, that those beliefs of our being connected to the earth, part of the earth, that those ideas were scorned as bad and primitive and naive. And we said the people that held these beliefs about being fully connected and part of the earth and honoring the earth as sacred, we said those people were pagans. Pagans because they did not believe in one of the traditional European religions. They were pagans. And it occurs to me also that what this poem is really about, a poem that I wrote a little earlier this year, What If the Pagans Are Right? And that it is essentially a poem about healing our fractured relationship with the earth. Because if we are to be stewards, if we are to practice regeneration, which is a term that's used a lot these days, if we are to do that, first we've got to heal our own fractured relationship with the earth. The idea of animism or animists are people who believe all natural things, such as plants, animals, rocks, and thunder, even have spirits and can influence human events. I don't know about you, but I think that's exactly the stance that we need to take these days. And of course, this is not to say that modern science and modernity, so much of it has given us amazing, wonderful things, wonderful inventions. I'm not saying that there's not value in that. Of course, there is value in that. However, in a way, it seems to me also that it's like we've been playing tennis without a net. What do I mean with that little analogy? It means that, we can hit the ball just about any way and still score a point. The analogy is with many of our modern beliefs of unmitigated growth on a finite planet, infinite growth on a finite planet, as it said, that we believe that we can throw away an infinite amount into the natural world, going beyond its capacities to either have us extract or to put pollution into the natural world, that we can do that unlimited and that there'll never be a consequence. Well, we know that's not true. We know that's not true. We know that overshooting the Earth's capacities as we are doing has us headed for catastrophe. So what we need, we definitely must change our beliefs, our stories, and our ways. And that's exactly what I am hinting at in this little poem, where I say, listen, my friend, in a long game like this one, you can look like you're winning when you're not. And that's exactly what our modern world has brought us to. It's not that we need to give up all the things or many of the things that we've discovered, but what we've got to give up is this idea that we are separate from the natural world, that we are better than the natural world, that we can control the natural world, that we can extract materials from the natural world, and that we can do that forever and in an infinite way. We cannot do that. We cannot do that. So I say, listen, my friend, in a long game like this one, you can look like you're winning when you're not. When you're not. Have you seen a great matriarch elephant shake the dust of the day off her back? Well, of course, what I'm referring to and have referred to in this poem is that old story about the ant who is riding on the back of the elephant and pretending as though he were driving. The joke goes, the elephant doesn't mind and the ant doesn't understand. But in this case, we are doing incredible damage to the natural world and ultimately to ourselves. So I say, listen, my friend, it's not personal. It's not personal. And I guess what I'm getting at, or what I was imagining, is that the physics that we are pushing up against, the physical realities of unmitigated growth, infinite growth on a finite planet, we are pushing up against physics and reality itself. So I say in the poem, the mountains are our saints now, the forest our forever sacred text. The brooks, the streams, jetties, and the rivers sing our holy, holy songs. The pagans, they are so precise about how we, the beloved, belong. And listen, my friend, they are right. They were right, and they are right. So these are the stories the pagan stories, the pagan beliefs that we are the natural world. That's what we need now in order to repair, to heal, better word, our relationship with the natural world. That's what we need. So again, thank you so much for your listening ear. Thank you for listening to this edition of Poetry, Passion, and Pleasure podcast with your host, Dale Byron. Of course, that's me. And I so appreciate your listening ear. And until next time, until next poem or poems, please take good care of yourself. And if you can, someone